Hello and welcome to this episode of Dread Captures, the ultimate destination for those who seek the thrill of witnessing the unexplained. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the most compelling and jaw-dropping camera footage we can find. Trail cameras, security cameras, and other recording devices can capture events that occur when no one is around. We have gathered trail camera footage of wild animals, cryptids, paranormal activity, mysterious creatures lurking in the shadows, and strange phenomena that defy explanation. We have it all. Our team of experts scours the internet and beyond to bring you the latest and greatest in the world of wildlife and the unknown. So whether you're a seasoned cryptozoologist, a veteran outdoorsman, or just a curious viewer, buckle up and get ready for an adventure like no other. Before we get into today's videos, I want to talk for a minute about online security and privacy. It's crucial, right? And that's where Atlas VPN shines. Imagine surfing with SafeSwap servers that let you hop online from several IPs at once, boosting your anonymity to a whole new level. And you know those malicious sites lurking around? Atlas VPN blocks them, keeping your digital playground safe. Now here's a sweet deal. The WireGuard protocol ensures your gaming, streaming, or just casual browsing is smooth and secure. Tired of trackers prying on your online activities? The Shield feature is your hero, blocking third-party trackers flat. And then there is the Data Breach Monitor. It's like having a digital detective that scours the internet to check if your personal details are out there in the wild. Plus, with their solid no-logs policy, rest easy knowing your activities remain your own little secret. Atlas VPN doesn't stop there. The split tunneling feature is a game changer, letting you keep crucial data protected while still accessing local networks. And if you're a fan of encryption, Atlas VPN's superior web traffic encryption is rock solid. Worried about IP and location tracking? Change your location effortlessly with Atlas VPN and keep those prying eyes at bay. And if ever your VPN connection stumbles, the network kill switch halts all online activities, preventing any IP or DNS leaks. So, if you value a secure, private, and unrestricted internet experience, Atlas VPN is the way to go. It's more than just a VPN. It's your ticket to a safer digital realm. The best part about all of this is that Atlas VPN Premium is only $1.70 per month, plus you get 6 months extra. All of this is backed by a 30-day guarantee. Just click the link in the description or in the pinned comment to get this deal. Now, with Atlas VPN having your back, let's jump back into today's exciting episode. Take a look at this chilling image. While not the intended subject of this photograph, it steals the spotlight the moment you see it peeking out from behind the trees. The distinctive canine face and upright position give away its identity immediately. We are looking at none other than the fabled Wolfman. These creatures are rarely ever spotted in the wild. Some people in the paranormal community even theorize that there have been attempts by the government to cover up their existence. If you haven't heard of the Wolfman before, it is described as a wolf-human hybrid. It has the face of a wolf and is completely covered in fur. However, it is reported that this creature can walk on both 2 legs and 4. It is also reported to have hands similar to those of a human. If you think we are talking about a werewolf, you are wrong. The Wolfman does not change from human to wolf on a full moon. It is always in this form. In fact, if you saw one from a distance, you might just think you saw a very large wolf. They go to great lengths to conceal their identities from humans. They may be even more elusive than Bigfoot. This one in the image seems to have been caught off guard as it investigates the people in the photograph. Perhaps the creature is young and just being inquisitive, or maybe hunger drove it out and it was looking for an easy meal. Or we could be looking at a fake. That is a possibility too. Let me know your theories in the comments. Have you ever heard of the Wolfman? Do you think they are real, or are they a creature straight out of a myth? Take a look at this photograph of a calico cat. The camera used to capture the beautiful house pet was clearly not made for night photography, as there is a large reflection of the flash directly in the center of the image. But I digress. That isn't the reason it is featured here on our channel. Take a look in the shadows directly behind the cat. What do you see? There is another set of eyes glowing against the darkness. While you might jump to the conclusion that it is another cat, take a closer look. You can see the faint outline of a face. The creature sporting those uncanny glowing eyes appears to have some resemblance to a human, but it is anything but. The mysterious cryptid's identity is unable to be confirmed, so we can only guess. Whatever it is, it appears to be fixated on the cat. There was no context given with this submission, so we can only hope the cat made it safely inside after this unnerving photo was taken. What are your thoughts? What do you think the creature is? Our next clip is a familiar face. I don't have to tell you that this still image taken from an Oregon Trail camera features a Bigfoot. The question I have for you is, are we looking at authentic photographic evidence, or is it another fake making its way around the internet? If we examine it, we can see this creature's face looks more like an ape than most descriptions of Bigfoot. Most people who encounter the bipedal primate describe the face as a mixture of ape and human, with eerily human-like eyes. But since there are so few clear images of the cryptid, who can say what is accurate and what is not until we have further evidence? We've discussed Bigfoot theories on this channel before, one of which is that the creature we call Bigfoot is simply a large undocumented primate living in small populations across North America. Elusive, yes, but not necessarily what we would call a cryptid. But let us know what you think. With so many sightings of Bigfoot over the years, there is likely at least some truth to the creature's existence. But where is the line between myth and fact? In British Columbia, a man without any weapons was enjoying a calm walk when he suddenly found himself being followed closely by a curious mountain lion. At first, he took out his camera to record the lion, which was sneaking up on him through the tall grass. I guess that's what you do when you don't have a gun. You pull out your phone to capture your potential death. Anyhow.
This is really freaky. That is a mountain lion. And he's stalking me.
The two of them looked at each other for a long time, but then the lion decided he wanted a closer look, so he closed the distance between them.
Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing?
Feeling pretty freaked out, the man stood still as the lion walked around him, watching him, sizing him up. They had another long staring contest. Later, the video shows the man further up the path, but the lion is still there. She followed him the entire time. I don't know if the lion was tired or just decided it didn't want to risk injury trying to procure her lunch. But luckily, after some time, she decided to leave, and the man was able to breathe a massive sigh of relief.
Stay back. Stay there. I'm not afraid of you.
The man, as you can imagine, hightailed it to his vehicle and got the heck out of there. Quite the story he has. Here is a brief excerpt from a longer video that some daring explorers shot while looking into an abandoned building. This has actually become a fairly popular hobby over the past few years, believe it or not. Videos of people exploring old and abandoned structures have gained quite a bit of popularity on social media recently. In this clip, we either have a doctored fake or a disturbing encounter with a dangerous cryptid. You'll have to be the final judge of this clip's authenticity. But first, let's take a closer look and see if we can find anything telling in the clip. The footage takes us through what appears to be an abandoned shed filled with junk and what looks to be unused building materials. And then, amongst the debris, we find a creature. It looks almost human in some respects, but it is clearly anything but. Its legs and arms are thin to the point of malnutrition. It does not appear to have any hair on its head that we can see. The quality of the footage is extremely poor, but from what we can see, I would guess this creature to be a crawler. Crawlers often dwell in caves or very secluded forests, so it's not surprising that one would take up in an abandoned building such as this. If that is indeed the case, these videographers are lucky to have escaped with their lives. Crawlers have been blamed for many unexplained disappearances, and if we are to believe the stories, they are extremely dangerous creatures. But what do you think? Are these cryptids real? Or are they just a widespread myth? Let me know your ideas in the comments. Here's something we can say we've never seen before on this channel. Take a look at this dragon skeleton laid out in an open field. It even has what appears to be fresh blood and skin fragments on it. Needless to say, we're a bit skeptical, all things considered. The dragon was found in a Chinese province, but not much is known about its origin. It is very likely we are looking at a hoax that someone went to great lengths to create. After all, if there were dragons living on this earth with us, we would know about them, right? A dragon isn't something that could easily disappear into the remote wilderness like many of the other cryptids we feature on this channel. Well, that's not quite the case. This particular specimen might very well be a fake, but there could be some truth hidden in the story somewhere. Let me take you across the ocean to the Yucatan Peninsula for a moment. There have been a few stories in that area of strange discoveries, possibly involving the remains of dragons. Eyewitness reports claim to have found skeletal remains of these mythical creatures preserved in cenotes, or underwater caves. Cenotes themselves are an interesting phenomenon and can be quite dangerous to explore. The cave systems are dark and easy to get lost in, so exploration of them isn't taken lightly. However, there have been some impressive finds deep in these underwater caves. Researchers have found bones of prehistoric Ice Age creatures as well as ancient humans. But there have been rumors of other finds as well, discoveries that haven't been released to the public as of yet. The creatures they found check just about every box we have for a dragon. And here's the reason this whole dragon theory might not be as far-fetched as we previously thought. These dragons are actually gigantic sea serpents. Think about it for a moment. We've discovered more of outer space than we have of the Earth's deep sea. It's certainly not impossible for a creature to conceal itself in such a place. The reports of the Yucatan dragons are that they have snake-like bodies and lizard-like reptilian heads, often adorned with horns or antlers of some type. The interesting thing regarding the stories of these spectacular finds is that there seems to be some sort of cover-up going on. Twice, eyewitnesses have claimed to have found skeletal remains, and both times the remains were taken away to be studied, and their existence has been denied by scientists ever since. If there was an easy explanation, they wouldn't be so secretive with their answers. Again, none of these eyewitness accounts can be verified, and the evidence of these creatures' existence seems to disappear just as quickly as it is found. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this Chinese dragon in the image could be real? And what about the stories of the dragon-like sea serpents? Might they actually exist somewhere deep in the ocean, or are they just another myth? Next, we have two boys out at night exploring a creepy location around their hometown. If you've ever seen the movie It, you'll know to stay well enough away from sewers, but that's exactly where these two boys end up. The footage isn't the clearest since it was taken in low-light conditions, but we can clearly see a large grate over a foreboding-looking sewer entrance. Look to the right side of the grate, and you will see a creature rising from a crouching position. But what the heck is it? It is difficult to make out any identifying features, but it almost looks like a monkey. We've all heard of the numerous reports of Bigfoot, but there have been sightings of other primates throughout North America as well. These creatures are much smaller and often described as a mix between a human and a monkey. It is unknown what they actually are, but there have been enough reports of them to make me think they could be real. If I had to make a guess, this creature appears to be one of those monkey people. The two boys filming didn't stick around to get any more footage of the beast, so we won't be able to make a positive identification. In hindsight, they were smart to get out of there when they did. While Bigfoot seems to be mostly harmless, reports of the monkey people have been a little more frightening. They don't seem to be quite as peaceful. In Colorado Springs, something really unusual happened in the sky, and it got a lot of attention on TikTok. In the video, you can spot two mysterious dark objects hovering in midair.
That's in the sky right now, everybody.
The person who uploaded the video said he was just hanging out in his car when these strange objects caught his eye. When he zoomed in for a closer look, the floating figures resembled dementors, those eerie, soul-sucking creatures from the Harry Potter series.
In the sky. Like, I'm in my car, just chilling.
But here's where it gets interesting. Someone else commented on the video to share their own experience. According to this person, they live in the same area and have seen the exact same thing. However, they went on to explain that there's a man who lives nearby who is known for flying kites that look just like the mysterious objects spotted in the video. Perhaps that makes more sense. So, the big question is, what are we actually seeing here? Are these just creatively designed kites that someone is flying for fun? Or could they be something much more mysterious and otherworldly? The jury's still out, but it's definitely sparking a lot of conversation and leaving people wondering what's really going on in the skies over Colorado Springs. There's this TikToker who found something really wild during their day at the beach. The video they posted shows what looks like a mysterious creature that's washed up on the shore. From the looks of it, this thing has been dead for some time because its body is starting to break down and decompose. The first thing that jumps out at you is its mouth. It's gaping wide open like it's in a state of permanent surprise. Then you see its body, which is long and stretched out on the sand, as if it's been pulled like taffy. And you can't miss that head. It's huge. People who've seen the video are just going nuts trying to figure out what this thing is. The theories are all over the place. Some people are guessing it's a weird doll or prop, while others swear it has to be some undiscovered sea creature. Now, if we're talking sea creatures, the big burning question is, what exactly could this be? I mean, we can pretty much say it's not a seal, right? Because this creature has these skinny legs, and we all know that seals are legless. They just have flippers. There's also another intriguing idea floating around the internet. Some people are suggesting that this could be the result of some sort of scientific experiment gone wrong, like something disposed of from a government lab. Whatever it is, it's got everyone super curious and buzzing with all kinds of wild guesses. So now I've got to hear from you. What's your take on this whole mystery? What do you think this creature might be? You know, we've seen our fair share of UFOs pop up now and then. Most of the time, they show up when the night sky is as clear as glass, or even in broad daylight with the sun shining down. But this recent sighting, man, it's a whole different ballgame. Believe it or not, this UFO decided to make its grand entrance during a thunderstorm. So here's how it all went down. An Instagram user uploaded a video that's got people buzzing like crazy. What's even crazier is that it looks like the person who captured this incredible footage was actually cruising down the highway in a moving car when it happened. But hold on, because it gets even more intriguing. Just as a bolt of lightning illuminates the sky like some kind of cosmic flashlight, this UFO suddenly appears and starts hovering in midair. I mean, it's like it materialized out of thin air. Now, as you can imagine, the video has led to all kinds of wild speculation. Some people are saying that the UFO might be tapping into the energy of the thunderstorm or the lightning bolt itself. You know how we plug our phones into a wall outlet to juice them up? They're suggesting it might be something like that, but on a cosmic scale. It's like the UFO's own personal charging station or something. But of course, not everyone's buying it. There are skeptics in the mix, too. A couple of people in the comments have started raising eyebrows, claiming the lightning in the video looks a bit sketchy. They're saying it could be fake, possibly whipped up with some computer graphics. So there you have it. Whether it's a genuine sighting or just some well-done special effects, this UFO video is definitely stirring the pot and giving us all something to talk about. Somewhere out in the brush, 4 buddies happened upon a trapped yet very aggressive mountain lion and decided they had to help. Upon noticing the distressed creature stuck in a trap, they armed themselves with control poles, similar to what animal control would use, and very cautiously went closer. I mean, these guys are one slip away from a nasty injury, or worse.
If he comes to you, he'll get you there. Yeah, come in from the side. Don't fall down.
It'd be nearly impossible to get that scared cat's jaws open if she clamped down on a body part. Well, as suspected, the wild cougar wasn't pleased with this good deed.
We got it, Michael. We're good. You gotta hold him for a sec. Okay, we're done.
Okay, Charlie, get away from there.
After strategizing their move, one man valiantly tries to latch onto the animal with his pole, aiming to draw it closer. The ensuing moments must have provided the biggest adrenaline rush. Finally, with the beast free from its snare, the man holding the pole has only one option: let go and dip out of there. As the cat scampered off, they were able to grab their control pole and continue their day with a sense of accomplishment. Pretty awesome. Let me know if you'd help the lion out or if you'd stay away.